Located in the Andaman Sea of southern Thailand, Phuket Island is an incredibly popular tourist destination frequented by millions of tourists from all across the globe. With a range of exciting things to do in Phuket, there is no doubt that your holiday to Thailand is going to be a memorable one. While holidaying in Phuket, you can enjoy open-sea boat tours, unbelievably beautiful sunsets, engaging live shows, adventurous water sports, and a vibrant nightlife. Since the choice is spoiling, here are the top 15 best things to do in Phuket. Pick from the best and have a wonderful time. Phuket is one of the first few places in Thailand, if not in the entire Southeast Asia, to open to tourists during COVID, and I had the opportunity to spend a week there during my Phuket sandbox time, exploring all the beautiful sights on the largest island in Thailand. Phuket used to be extremely crowded before the pandemic, but that is no longer the case. Now that it is no longer full of tourists, you won't find any better time to visit Phuket than now. If you are planning to visit Phuket or you are already here and are wondering what you can do on this beautiful island, this travel guide is for you. Without further ado, here are the 12 best things to do in Phuket. 10 best things to do in Phuket. After arriving in Phuket, the first order of business is to visit Phuket Old Town and discover the past of the island it once was. Colorful old Chinese European-style houses reminiscing those antique houses you see often in countries like Malaysia and Singapore, with a little of Phuket's own touch. There are lines and lines of tourist attractions and shops for you to check out in the Phuket Old Town, from interesting museums to places selling souvenirs for you to enjoy. Not to mention all the cool restaurants and unique cafes for you to indulge yourself in. If you are looking for a nice restaurant to try traditional dishes in Phuket Old Town, they have a variety of places for you to check out, from the super cheap Lok Thai local food center to the super high quality place like One Chun Cafe and Two Cab Kao restaurant. All serve delicious local food like Hokkien noodles, crab curry soup, and more. For cafes to sit back and relax, you can't go wrong with Kopashiam, a traditional Kopashiam-style cafe that serves the traditional sweet and strong kopi. For a nice quiet and cozy place to sit, Campus Coffee Roaster and its creative coffee choices and traditional Thai school decor is my definite go-to place after a long tiring day. Phuket Old Town is not very big, and it should take you no more than half a day to see all the beautiful parts of the area. The place can be explored anytime during the day, but if you are there on a Sunday, there is quite a treat waiting for you at Phuket Old Town if you drop by there in the evening. Every Sunday, the entire main street of Phuket Old Town is turned into a lively walking street market full of street food stalls, local performers, and a ton of shops selling cheap handicrafts and more. The Sunday walking street really brings new life to the old peaceful Phuket Old Town, with a ton of people visiting, both locals as well as foreigners, all walking up and down the street, trying out all sorts of delicious street food Thailand is known for. Phuket Sunday walking street starts around 4 p.m. and goes all the way into the night up until 10 p.m. every Sunday of the week. There are a ton of street food you can try here, all selling at a lower price point than if you were to buy them in restaurants. What I often do at Phuket Sunday walking street is walk up and down the street, grab whatever I want to try as I go, and then find a nice quiet place to sit at the Golden Dragon Monument. The Golden Dragon Monument is in a small park, and you can easily find a nice quiet place to sit and enjoy your food at your own leisure. If you are looking for a nice viewpoint near Phuket Old Town to enjoy a nice sunset over the city, there is no better place to be than at Khao Rang Viewpoint. Located within walking distance of the Old Town, the Khao Rang viewpoint offers a great vantage point where you will be able to see as far as the southeastern coast of the island. You can either walk up Khao Rang viewpoint from the Old Town, which should take around 30-45 minutes one way, or you can rent a motorbike and ride up to the viewpoint. I highly recommend you go up there an hour before sunset and spend some time up there. Once you are at Khao Rang viewpoint, you will find a few restaurants and shops you can replenish your energy at. Just watch out for monkeys if you are planning to buy something to eat at the viewpoint. Khao Rang viewpoint also makes for a great place to exercise, as you will find many locals climbing to the top on foot every evening for the sunset. It is one of my favorite places in Phuket Old Town, and I highly recommend you visit the viewpoint before leaving Phuket Old Town and exploring other parts of the island. One of the oldest and most renowned temples in Phuket, Wat Chalong, is one of the most important places on the island and a must-visit for tourists. The temple is located just southwest of Phuket Old Town, and it can easily be reached by motorcycles on your way to the coasts. Within the temple, you will find several stunning architectures as well as a massive pagoda where you can climb out to see the view of the surrounding area. You can spend around half an hour here, walking the temple ground, checking out all the stunning ordination halls, and hiking up to the top of the pagoda. From the top of the pagoda, you will be able to see the big Buddha statue on top of a mountain, which is where we will be heading to next. The temple opens from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. every day, and like most temples in Thailand, you can enter for free. The big Buddha is definitely the highlight of visiting Phuket. The statue is 45 meters high and it is located on top of one of the highest viewpoints in the area, where you will be able to get a panoramic view of the entire southern coastal area of Phuket. The ride up there is quite steep but incredible, and you should be able to go up there with a rented moped just fine. There are some really steep sections, but the road is good, and as long as you take it slow when coming down, you should have no trouble getting up and down the big Buddha safely. Once you are at the top, you can park your moped at a designated parking area, and you will have to walk up a bit to the viewing platform and a bit more to the big Buddha statue itself. From the platform, you can see the entire southern coast of Phuket with Promthep Cape, Nai Harn, and Rawai beaches all in your vicinity. You can even see Kata Beach from behind if you walk a little further to the other side of the platform. It can get pretty hot up here as there is not a whole lot of natural shades, so be sure to wear your sunscreen when riding up here. The big Buddha statue opens from 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day, and it is free to enter. Of course, if you come to Phuket, you have to visit one of its pristine beaches, and after traveling around Phuket for a while, I found Nai Harn Beach to be the best of all, striking the balance between location and crowdedness. Patong Beach, which we will visit later on, is by far the most popular beach of all in Phuket, with Kata Beach coming in at a close second, but that comes with the bustle that some people might not like. I certainly despise being in a beautiful but crowded place, which ruins the whole relax on the beach vibe. Nai Harn Beach, on the other hand, is as beautiful as other beaches, with fine soft sands and plenty of space and facilities for you to relax in, and best of all, it isn't crowded at all. There are enough resorts, restaurants, and cafes to make your life pretty comfortable around Nai Harn Beach, and its proximity to other tourist attractions in Phuket does make it a great base to reside in while you are in Phuket. If you are looking for a quiet and cozy beach to go sunbathing in Phuket, you can't go wrong with Nai Harn Beach. There are also several viewpoints you can visit near Nai Harn Beach, and one of those are the Black Rock viewpoint, which we will discuss in the next section. Black Rock is a stunning viewpoint near Nai Harn Beach where you will be able to get an unmatched panoramic view of the entire southern coast of Phuket, providing an even better view than from the big Buddha statue. From the viewpoint, you will have an incredible vista over Nai Harn Beach and Promthep Cape, as well as all the other small islands around Phuket. It is probably one of the best viewpoints in Phuket and a must-do if you are in Nai Harn. There are two ways you can get up there. First, you will have to ride your moped to a dirt road leading up to the Black Rock viewpoint, and from there you have two options. You can either walk the length of around 2 kilometers to the trailhead to the Black Rock viewpoint, or you can hire one of the taxi drivers there to take you up on their pickup trucks. Phuket can get really hot and there isn't a whole lot of shade along the way, so if you are unsure, I highly recommend you go for the taxi instead. The taxi will cost around 50 baht per person one way, 100 baht total if you want the driver to wait for you. It's not very big, so it shouldn't take you more than 30 minutes to visit the Black Rock viewpoint. You can either get down with the same taxi or you can walk back, which should take around 45 minutes. Unless, of course, you are still feeling active and don't mind hiking a little further. There is another cool place to hike to beyond Black Rock viewpoint called Krating Cape, which is a better place to watch the sunset than at Black Rock. If you are in Patong and are craving a little drink, Tusk Restaurant, with its open-air space and cozy wooden decors just off the main Patong Street, is a great cozy spot to enjoy a nice drink before hitting the beach. If you are looking for a cozy cafe to relax in, you can't go wrong with Campus Coffee Roaster. The cafe's opening hours are between 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. every day. The cafe is decorated with old-style school furniture from my childhood, with wooden tables and tiny chairs, and it is popular among digital nomads. They also give you a list of interesting coffee choices to choose from, like my favorite, Dirty Coffee, and the price is often around 100 baht, which is not bad. Since the Cape is facing west, it is also one of the best places around to watch the sunset over the ocean. When I was there was no one at the viewpoint but me, and it was incredible. There are two ways you can get to Krating Cape. You can either continue on and hike from Black Rock viewpoint for another 1 kilometer following the road until you arrive at the intersection above and turn left. If you are looking for a cozier cafe where you can sit for a few hours and cool down, one of my favorite places in the Old Town is Campus Coffee Roaster. Since it is located right on the main street of Phuket Old Town, it is a great place to drop by if you are looking to replenish your energy after a hot day exploring the Old Town. The cafe opens from 11 a.m. 8 p.m. every day except Wednesday. The view from Krating Cape may not be as beautiful as Black Rock Viewpoint, but if you are there before sunset, you will find yourself completely in solitude. Just make sure to spare some time for the hike back, otherwise you will be hiking back in the night, which is not recommended. You will find all kinds of delicious fusion food here at Tusk, from the deliciously crispy schnitzel to proper steaks and seafood, as well as cocktails, mocktails, and local craft beers. The place is a one-stop restaurant for those who are craving Western fusion foods in Phuket. For coffee lovers, you need to try out the traditional kopi at Kopashiam, a Kopashiam-style cafe that reminisces the old Chinese-inspired tea houses you often find in Singapore and Malaysia. Dishes at One Chun Cafe start at around 100 baht and go all the way up to 500 baht, so it is quite expensive, but the food they serve here is top quality, and you are really getting your money's worth here with all the fresh seafood they provide. A dish at Lok Thien Food Center often goes for around 50-60 baht, which is pretty cheap considering it is right in the middle of a tourist area. The place opens from 9 AM to 5 PM, making it a great stop for lunch in between your Phuket Old Town exploration. Once you are done, you take the same way back and continue along the road for about 2 hours before you arrive back at the taxi stall where you parked your moped. Many people, including myself, often combine Black Rock Viewpoint with Krating Cape into a 5 kilometers long hike, which should take about 4 hours to complete. It's a long walk, so make sure you have enough drinks with you before tackling this trail. Spending a day hopping from island to island is definitely one of the best things to do in Phuket, Thailand. Thailand has over 1,000 islands, and it would be very difficult to see them all, but a half-day island hopping tour by boat can help you at least catch a glimpse of the pristine beauty of the Thai islands. Phuket makes a perfect starting point for an island tour because there are so many tour companies offering different packages for different prices that suit any traveler. Most island tours stop at a few different islands and finish in the early afternoon, so just pick which islands you want to see and find a tour that hits those spots. One of the most popular places to visit on an island tour is Phang Bay, where the towering limestone rock formations were made famous by a James Bond movie. If you like this video, please subscribe the channel and like this video. Thanks for watching.